What's up, everybody? I'm going live from my personal page. Help! I need more followers on Spotlight Radio Show Instagram page so I can continue to go live because of the new requirements. You have to have 1,000 followers, and I need probably about 112 more followers on Spotlight Radio Show Instagram page so I can continue to go live from there. So everybody that's watching, please go over and like the page. I will follow you back. Follow the page. I'm talking about like the page. I will follow you back. I think I'm going to let this camera down. We got a very special guest in the building tonight. Hey, cousin. How are you? Hope all is well. Can you hear me? Hope all is well. Can't wait to see you in person again. Thanks for jumping on my live. Trying to get everything together. My heart is beating on my face. Hey. Go, cousin. Tell mom, dad, brother I said hi. Hello. I am my heart, before anybody jump on. Hey, Aaron, coach. My heart is like it's jumping on my heart. I changed 3 times. All right, so we're just waiting on Scoopastar to jump on. Hey, for sure, definitely need to make it our back then. Yes, absolutely. I'm thinking about coming to, oh goodness, I am thinking about coming to Atlanta. I don't know, for the summer. I've really been thinking about February, but it's probably going to be maybe spring break or the summer for sure. Come down for a week. So I'm thinking about it. I don't know what month I'm gonna come, but I really was planning on February, but I haven't made it set it in stone yet. So, but it'll be soon. I don't want to come when it's too cold. Yeah. Okay, 563 Media Group. Hey, I'm getting ready to go live with Scoopastar. I'm gonna send this over to him. I'm talking about I don't know what happened. I was good all day long, and then bam. Okay, Scoopastar.
Yeah. I'm in here. I'm in the car
Okay.
actually on the
All
way
right.
to the house. Can y'all
That's
see
all
me?
right. Take us with you. Look, let me tell you, take us with you. First, I want to welcome you to Spotlight Radio Show. So I need 1,000. I mean, not 1,000. I have to have 1,000 followers on Spotlight Radio Show Instagram in order to continue to go live from it. Which I'm not tripping because I used to go live from here when I first started out doing virtual interviews. So I love a tour. What
Okay.
street you on?
What street am I on?
You can't don't tell us the street that you actually live on.
Yeah. That's a little bit. It's a little
Okay.
bit much.
Okay.
I am on the freeway. I can say
Okay.
that on the
Yeah.
Beltway.
What freeway?
The Beltway. I'm on the Beltway 8.
Okay, Beltway 8. Okay. Beltway. Shout out to Beltway 8 records back in the day. Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. I really ain't feeling the Beltway 8 though today.
Okay.
I had to go to the airport, and I felt like I got gypped out of my money. The traffic was terrible. The
Yeah.
traffic was crazy, and it did not help me get to where I needed to be on time. It actually pushed me behind time. So
Okay.
I'm a little upset with the Beltway today. I think I could
That's
have
all
did
right.
better on. Yeah, I could have did better on 59.
Okay, that's all right. Let me tell you, I'm always nervous before my interview because even though it's been 13 years, 12 years, fixing to be 13, each guest is so different. And it wasn't until a couple of minutes ago, my mama was like, he talks with his eyes. I was like, mama, because I don't know. I just left from her house and I was like, why'd she say that? So I don't know. It put me my heart was about to jump out of my body. It made me so nervous.
Oh
I
yeah,
was like,
you don't have to be nervous with me. It's all good. We just living and enjoying your life, and we just chopping it up like how we do. So it's all good. Don't be nervous. It's okay. It's nothing to be nervous for.
All right. Yes. So did you have to drop someone off at the airport or pick someone
No,
anybody up?
Yeah, I had to pick Princess up from she just left for Puerto Rico, so I had to pick her
Okay.
up from the airport. Yeah.
Portland. All right. Shakedown. Puerto Rico. So you don't have to have a
Yeah.
passport for Puerto Rico, do you?
No. You
Okay.
don't. But of course, I couldn't make the trip because my people did not okay it. So I had
Hmm.
to watch it. Yeah, I had to watch it from the pictures and the sidelines this go round.
Okay, that's all right. So how long do you
Yeah, it's
have
all right.
before
I'm
you
gonna
get
make
off
the
paper?
next one. I'm gonna make the next one. It's okay.
Absolutely. How long before you're off paper so you don't have to check in and ask for permission?
Well, I have 3 years on papers, but 1 year without any problems, without any issues, then they're gonna let me out.
Bet, bet. I feel that this go round is it. It's a wrap.
Definitely, definitely,
Really.
definitely.
I,
Yeah, this is this. Yeah, it's the time. I did a lot of freestyling, and even when I came home, just coming home and being gone for so long, and not grieving right when I was in there because I lost my father when I was down there, so
wow.
and my grandmother, so it was a lot of things that I needed to come home and get out of me, and I was holding so much in. I
Yeah.
finally had a chance to like let everything out, which the way I did let it out was kind of it was kind of it was a little much, but I
Okay.
kind of got that out of me. So now it's time to just focus. And when I came home, I just been going full speed. So
Yeah.
you know because before I got home, I had anxiety. And I also have PTSD. So those two together is a terrible combination. But I
Yeah.
didn't know how life was going to be, if my music and entertainment was going to be the same, if my financial status was going to be back the same.
Yeah.
So I had anxiety not knowing those. So when I came home and the streets and the industry embraced me, it was a good feeling. So it kind of took away some of the anxiety, but you have to be careful in the entertainment business and in the lifestyle we live in, because it could take you down a dark road if you let it, because it's
Yeah.
a lot of negativity and darkness in that industry. And when I initially came home, I came home to do business and get my
Mhm.
business straight first before I dive straight into the music. But
Right. Right.
God didn't see it that way. God had to be the music on the platter, and a lot of people embraced me right back in. So I went full speed on that. But it comes a time where you have to slow down and you have to
Yeah.
get your business straight, and you have to be able to do both. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? So yeah, so that's where I'm at now with it.
Yeah, so you're juggling. Yeah, you find it you need to juggle or take time to have your office days and your business days, your outside days and your home days. Yeah,
Right,
make it work. Create
right.
that balance. Yeah.
Right, right. See, when I first came home, the first thing was to rebuild my home foundation. That was the
Okay.
first thing. My family foundation came first. But
Yeah.
I was on home confinement for a while, so I was able to tackle that. I was able to get in there and get that together. But when I finally got let outside, it's like having a dog that's been caged up.
Yeah.
When you let that dog out the cage, he gonna want to see what everything is going on, and he gonna be moving fast and chasing his tail sometimes. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I kind of feel like I got caught up in that moment. So I
Hmm.
had to like take a step back and look at what's going on and say, oh man, like I'm tripping. Nah, I'm moving too far, I'm moving too fast and doing too much. I gotta kind
Yeah.
of slow down and catch my
Yeah.
snaps and do things right, or I'm gonna lead myself to an undesired outcome.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, you're a Capricorn, so yeah, you know what? At my job, I mean, like, oh, I wish I could call my boss or any of my coworkers. They will tell you. I tell everybody, especially when we're hiring, if they not a Capricorn, don't hire them.
Oh wow.
I was
Okay,
born.
okay.
I was born December 21st. I'm the last day to be a Sagittarius, right? So
Right.
some of my friends that know me, they be like, "No, she not a. She a Capricorn. I'm the last day to be a Sagittarius." The only reason why I know in my heart and my gut I'm not a Capricorn, because y'all M to the F word work
Yeah,
by
yes,
all means
yes,
necessary. I don't care what
yes.
it is. Y'all gonna go to the top. Y'all not gonna stop till it's finished. Yeah. So
Right, you're right, you're
I,
right. I feel like any opportunity, You know,
Yeah.
I am what you are, what a real opportunist is. Because
Okay.
when I say that, I mean any opportunity that I feel like I can prosper off of, I try to go in as hard as I can go in, and I
Yeah.
don't like to fail, so I go
Right.
at it. Yes, so
Right. Right.
I really try to do everything I can to make it work.
Yeah.
So you know, if
That's
it,
that Capricorn in you. It's gonna work.
yes,
You're always
yes,
y'all are the greatest. Y'all are the absolute greatest. I still work with some amazing Capricorns. I be telling them to chill, but telling you guys to chill is like is hurtful. So yeah, you just gotta let
yeah,
you be, especially when it comes to
yeah,
work.
yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna stop. No, I'm not gonna stop. Now
Yeah,
then, now, me, I was born on January 1st. Now, that's a story in itself. You know, I was no right here, 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 right here.
okay.
Take me home. Drop me off home so I can. My bad, my bad. Take me
Yeah,
home.
you can
Drop
do
me off
that.
home. Take me
You
home.
go, we'll go
To the
right with
house.
you.
Take me
Where's you
home.
going? If y'all gotta go
Huh?
get some new takers with you. If you gotta
No,
go get some new
yeah.
takers with
Yeah, no, they finna take me home, well, take me to the
you.
house
Okay.
so I can, so I can light up. I'm so dark
Okay.
on the picture.
It's all
So,
right.
back to what I was saying though, being, born January 1st during the countdown, like
Yeah.
I wanted to party too. So I came out and it was a snow blizzard. So I actually came out at home on the bed during a snow blizzard. I birthed myself. While
Yes.
my old man, my father was on the phone and my mother just pushed me out. No epidurals, no nothing. The ambulance couldn't get to us in a snowstorm. So I was naturally born. So back then, my mother,
There
she
we
said,
go.
you're going to be a natural. Yeah. So,
Ready to roll.
you know,
Yes, ready to roll. Tell
yeah,
me
yeah.
this. Has she told the story? Like, what did she do? What did they do with the placenta and cutting the umbilical cord? Was the
It was just
ambulance
sitting
even
there.
in there?
Yeah, it was just sitting there at first, but they came. Eventually, they came and took care of it. But for the most part, it was just there. It was just sitting there, and I birthed myself. You know what
Are
I'm
you
saying?
the
So
oldest? Were you the first
no,
child?
no, I am the middle child.
Or you the middle child? Okay.
Yeah, I'm the middle child.
Okay. I'm the middle. I'm a middle.
Okay,
Okay. Wow, that's
let it go.
crazy. But your mama, would she do it again? Like, did she ever say she'll do it again if she had to?
Turn the car off.
No. She gonna take me. Bye, y'all. Come take put the stuff in there. Oh, let's see. Is he still there?
Get in the house.
There you go. Okay, yeah, take your time. Take your time. Put the
Yeah.
phone down, go to the bathroom. Bye, y'all.
Okay. See, trying to get this in here. Okay.
Okay,
Okay, now we can light up a little bit more.
okay.
Now we
Light up,
can
fire up. Oh, no, light up, light up. I got you.
light up. No, I don't fire up. No.
Okay, no more fire up. I forgot. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let me turn these lights on and get myself situated.
Take your time. Take your time. Good
Yeah.
stuff. I'm in my bag.
Yeah. Yeah, let me see that.
Yeah,
Let me
that was
turn
good for
off
me
the
because
lights.
believe me, my mom was like, he talked with his eyes. I was like, oh, shit.
Do I? I talk with my eyes.
Yeah, my mama said that.
Oh, well, yeah.
Have anybody ever told you that? That you talk with your eyes?
No, I haven't really got that talk with my eyes, but I guess, I guess I just try to watch the person I'm speaking with, I guess. I don't, I've never really heard that I talk with my eyes.
Right, right.
Nah, I haven't.
Oh, well, welcome to Spotlight Radio Show. I love those moments, especially like when you're in your car, because believe me, I was like, my freaking heart is about to jump out my body.
Nah.
Like this is the first. Yeah, I was to my, it was like coming out. I said my little prayer. I was like, Lord, you gotta help me. I don't know what's going on. So yeah, I appreciate the love. I when shout out to your twin when he
Yeah.
hit me up to do an interview with you, maybe like last year, year before last. Um, my favorite uncle passed away, and I thought I
Uh-oh.
could come back. So about maybe 8 months, I just like I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't post nothing. All I could do was go to work, come home. So um, when he hit me back again, I was like, I gotta make this interview happen. And I was like, I can't believe I never interviewed you. Um,
Can you fool
and-
me
yeah, I can hear you. I can see you.
too?
Huh?
Can you see me and hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, okay, great. Yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, you said you got to make this one happen. I'm glad you
Yeah. So wait a minute, I can hear you, but I can't hear you. Kind of like going,
like I'm far back. Do I need to get closer?
maybe a little closer. Right there, I can hear you.
Oh, you know what happened? I took the sound when I put it down there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what
There
happened.
you go. Okay, there you go.
I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna have to hold it. Yeah, I tried to set it up on something.
That's all right.
Yeah,
Give
just
us a
try.
tour.
Huh?
But yeah, shout out to your twin for making it happen.
Yeah, shout out to AJ. Yeah, shout out to my
Yeah.
twin. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You
Yes,
know, he always working too now. Yeah, he's a hard worker too.
yes, absolutely. I do want to start off with your post. Let me go to it real fast. I have so many things. Like I usually write on one piece of paper, but for you, I like wrote on my notebook. I wrote on my little board here. I usually write where you can't read it, but I know what it means, what it says.
Hmm.
And even I usually don't listen. I usually don't go back to an artist interview that you've done before.
Uh
But
huh.
for you, I had to. So, because I wanted to like, I usually try to be a little different, than others. So, because in your interviews, I heard about your struggles and your upbringing and stuff like that. But I definitely want to go to a post you made, your recent post. Let me go to it. And you said you had a deep situation since the last time we heard from you, which was the motivation that really changed my life. This is when you said, reshifted my movements and open up the real money route. Tribulations turn triumph again. And you make that on
Yeah,
the, yeah.
yeah.
So what were you talking about there? What happened?
Well, like I said, just being home, just being, kind of being fresh and kind of, I held in a lot. I went through a lot down there, from in prison. I had, they kept me past my time. My father had passed during the
Mm-hmm.
extra time where they held me. So if they would have let me out on time, I would have had 26 days to, be with my father for his last 26 days. And
Yeah,
also, already being gone for the last years of his life was already, horrible. Lost my
yeah,
grandmother on Thanksgiving Day. Usually we go to her house for Thanksgiving. So
yeah.
to lose her Thanksgiving Day, that was another thing. And, I lost my father right before Father's Day. So all of those things, I had to bottle it up, though, being in prison. You got to bottle it up. You can't, there's no emotions really down there.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
when I came home, I still had that facade because while I was at home, before I got actually out of the house,
Hmm.
I still felt like I was still in there.
Wow.
So I still had that mentality. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Even when I walked by the TV, I was still ducking and like because
yeah,
where I
yeah.
was at in jail, even the guards, it's a respect thing. You cannot walk in front of the TV while nobody's watching TV. And I still hold a lot of those values that I did pick up in there because they're real values to have. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Just normal etiquette, just normal living etiquette. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't until I actually got out the house, but when I got out the house, I was just full speed and going and going. You know what I mean? And it was
Yeah.
just like certain things that I told myself before I even came home that I was not gonna indulge in, as far as things like liquor or
Okay.
certain things. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And just being in I guess in like a club environments, so many club environments, and with with my fees,
Hmm.
everybody always they pay you for the show, and then of course they
Yeah.
give you the bottle service so you and your entourage could relax and take
Yeah.
the load off, and also it's kind of a social thing. You know what I mean? So
There we go.
I just felt like I came home and I let my hair down too much, and I just felt like I was just like overindulging, And it came to a point where I had a little situation where I just like, hold on, I felt like I got too inebriated. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
okay, nah, that's it. I wasn't supposed to
yeah.
come through this, and I don't want to go down this road. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So that initially, because the other thing I was doing was vaping, which is another thing that's bad. Another thing that's unhealthy. So that initially led me to just stopping doing everything. I don't want to vape. I don't want to drink. And when I did, it led me to a bigger and better financial situation. And like I
Mm,
said, when I first came home, there was a lot of people that was embracing me for
yeah,
business. And I was taking on business from people that other people kind of like, kind of like directed me to. You know what
mm-hmm,
I mean?
mm-hmm,
And I was taking on too much business. And I had to learn that everybody's views and everybody's, you know, views and visuals are not the same. So I felt like I
yeah,
took on a project with somebody and we were going in two different directions.
yeah, yeah,
It was like a reality show situation. And I just had a different look on
yeah,
what the reality show was supposed to look like and how it was supposed to go. And
yeah,
my expectations were under exceeded, so I had to kind of back out of that because a lot of things were taking up a lot of my time. And
yeah.
it's a certain kind of professionalism that that I need behind my name and
Believe
behind
me,
myself.
yes. Come on,
And
speak, brother.
and I'm not saying anything about anybody, but
No.
I'm just saying our you know the the vision I had and the
Mm-hmm.
vision that the other person had was two different visions. So I kind of had to back out of that. But in doing that, I picked up another movie role, and some other things that was very beneficial to me
Yeah,
and my future. So I just had to kind of just take a step back. I just had that. I just had a reality check that day, a
yeah, yeah,
full reality
absolutely.
check of everything that I had going on, and I
Yeah.
also got back to my real business and a lucrative
Mm-hmm.
business. You know what I mean? Because at first it was just more so, okay, I got to do this concert, this concert. I'm waiting on this deposit, and that deposit. Okay, I got to do this club, this interview, that interview, which is entertainment, which I love it. But I
Yeah,
still have to continue working towards generational wealth for my family and kids. And I cannot
yeah.
put that on the back burner. Now, the music is great. The music is cool, and it's a good financial source of income. But
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't create generational wealth until it creates generational wealth, if you
Yeah,
understand.
got you. Uh-huh. I
So
feel you.
right now I have other things that are a great start in the generational wealth plan. So
There we go.
I need to be more in tune with those, and I had to kind of like up my prices and not be so available,
There we go.
to any and everybody. I can't be so accessible. So
Yeah.
I had a whole like my whole mindset like switched over, and I was like, damn, I got to catch myself before I fall off this cliff. I was
Yeah,
catching
yeah.
myself falling, and
Absolutely.
I had to restructure my life and restructure myself and realize, and also, you know, it's also, it never fails when the wrong type of energy comes around me or the wrong type of person. I just feel it. I just can
Okay.
feel it, and it
Yeah.
just brings such a negative vibe. You know how you sometimes have the person that's like, "Man, I got you, bro. I'm watching your back," but that's the main one. That's the main one that's
Yeah.
trying to walk you into the snake
Ooh.
pit. But he like, "Man,
Yeah.
I got you. I'm with you the whole way. Man, I
Yeah.
got your back. I got you. Whatever, whatever." But that's the main one walking you into the snake pit. Or the main
Yeah.
one when you turn around, he's putting something in your drink. Or the main one
Yeah.
that
Mhm.
wants to see your demise, no matter how much you've helped them in the past or what you've done.
So, you know, I kind of felt like that too. Like I let kind of like the wrong energy around me too. And kind of felt like I kind of put a little trust into a person, you know what I mean? And and you know, it just backfired on me, you know. You know, it was the wrong type of dude, you know. But I knew it though. When I came home, I wasn't rocking with dude, you know. And he felt it, and I just feel like, you know, he wanted to like, you know, some people to be like, man, I'm rocking with you, but really they trying to make a mockery out of you at the same time. So, you know, I just have to back up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, thank God that you have that vision now to you can turn it off. Like today, I took one of my aunts to the store. So and she lives north of me. So we went to the store, and as we coming back, it was a white car in the yard, a white Jeep. So she was like, "Who is that?" I was like, "Yeah, it ain't for me." I said, "Because if it's not my brothers or my sisters and one of my favorite cousins coming by, nobody's coming by here. Like, ain't nobody coming into my personal space." So I know how you gotta. Yeah, once you start blocking different ones out of your personal spaces, especially into your business space as well, it gets so much better.
Yeah, you got to protect your energy.
Yeah,
And
you got.
you know, sometimes other people are bringing that energy around you, and you just comfort it in. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
cool. You know, and you
Mm-hmm.
just gotta comfort it in. And
Keeping
I
it
kind of
love.
feel like it was like a situation like that, but it was okay. You know, it was okay, and it was just a learning experience. You
Yeah,
know, it was another
absolutely.
learning experience for me, and you know, it was cool. But everything that I go through, I learn from it, and I
Mm-hmm.
learn the lessons that God wants me to you know, that God wants me to see. You know, everything
Yeah.
that you go through in life,
Come
and
on.
all the people that you deal with in life are either a lesson, blessing, a reason, or a season. And
Yeah.
that's almost with everything
100.
and everybody. So that's what it was. And you know, I try to, when things happen, I try to notice and get the lesson or the teaching out of it, and
Mm-hmm.
understand what I need to do in my life to not have to deal with certain things ever again. You know what I mean? Once
Absolutely.
I can make a mistake one time, and that's all it takes for me. Oh, I can see somebody else make a mistake, and that's all
Yeah.
it takes. Instead, I don't want to keep bumping my head. You know, I don't like my head being bruised, and I don't like having knots on my head. So I'm not gonna keep bumping it because I don't want them knots.
No,
You know?
that's right. No, not at this time. I know that's right. Yeah.
No,
So
definitely,
you've been in
definitely.
the game. You've been in the game 30 years. I think, as speaking with you now, like I think the reason why my heart really seriously, like I was like, Lord, please help me. Don't be as I was telling my cousin before I went to send you to live, because I feel that you're one of those legends for Houston, um, because you started out so early, and you've been in this little you've been you know you've been, I mean you do everything, but I just feel like you're being, how can I say it? You're like on a charm bracelet.
Yeah.
You know, too many. It's certain. We just not us women. We not just go get a charm just cause it's a charm bracelet is very special. So I feel like you're a charm to the Houston. So I know you was born in Chicago,
Yes.
moved to Harm Clark at
Yeah.
12.
Harm
How do you say
Clark,
it?
Alameda Plaza. Well, Alameda Plaza is in Harm Clark. So Alameda
How you say?
Plaza.
Oh, you say Harm Clark. Harm Clark.
Yeah, Harm Clark. And
Okay.
but my neighborhood is Alameda Plaza. That's inside
Alameda
of
Plaza.
Clark. Yeah.
So okay, I'm from Montgomery, Texas. It's north of Houston. Like,
Okay.
you know where Conroe is on the way to Huntsville, on the way to Dallas?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
west of Conroe. I'm like 30 more minutes north is Huntsville for me. So that's why I
Wow.
can't say the Harm Clark. But I know who says bury me in Harm Clark next to the Come and Go.
Yeah. There's in
Who?
Harm Clark. Let's come and go. Ain't that Pimp C or Bun B? Ain't that one day you here, one day you gone?
Yes, Mr. Three
That's
Two.
one day you here, one day you gone. Ain't that Pimp
Mr.
C?
Three
Yeah.
Two.
That's
Yeah,
Bun B
Three Two.
said that. Very
I
Harm
think
Clark.
3-2
Come
said
and
it.
go. I think that's Pimp C. I want to say.
Okay, yeah, bury me. Is that Come and Go still there in Harm Clark?
No, I don't think that come and go is still there. No.
Okay.
No.
Dang it. Darn it.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, but
So
that's
how
one
about
day you hear. That's actually one day you hear, one day you gone. I actually have redid that song. I
Really?
redid
Okay.
it. One day you here, one day you gone. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
redid it and did a video to it. Yeah.
So I'm coming 45 south. I'm headed to Houston. How do I get to Hiram Clark?
You coming 45 south.
Uh
Headed
huh.
to you take 45, you take 45 to 288
Okay.
and take 45 to 288 and you get off on Alameda, Genoa, or you can take 45 to 610 and then you can get off on Alameda and ride Alameda all the way down.
Yeah, no, I don't like 16. I'll go Alameda Genoa.
Okay, well you take 45 to 288 and then you get off on Alameda, Genoa, and you take
Okay.
Alameda, Genoa all the way down. When you hit Alameda, then you're
Uh-huh.
gonna bust a right and you're gonna bust a quick left and you're gonna be in the plaza, Alameda Plaza.
Okay. Okay. Good one. Yeah. I know like when you go into an 88 south or going 45 south, jump on 288 and all the cars are coming to jump on. I used to go Old Spanish Trail and then I'm good. As far as I go.
OST, we right past OST. We like
Okay.
you got to keep going a little bit further. Now you can
Okay.
get 610 right there. You can hit the 610
I don't
right
like
there.
16.
You don't like 610, so you got to
No.
keep going
I rather
280.
jump. I rather jump on I-10 and I-10 car. I think I-10 speed limit is 200 miles per hour. I rather
Scared
jump on I-10.
I-10 actually. I'm kind of
Yeah.
scared of I-10. Yeah, I came up off I-10. I-10
Okay.
was the route we used to take when I was in the streets,
Uh
doing
huh.
when I was in the streets heavy. And the laws was so hot on I-10, we used to sweat bullets worrying about the state troopers on I-10.
Yeah, know
So,
it. Well,
yeah,
come to the
yeah.
country. Come to Montgomery. You want to sweat some bullets? Yeah, come to Montgomery. If
No,
you
I don't
if
want
you
to sweat bullets.
if you when you come down here, like when you once you get on 105 and the speed limit, when you don't see the speed limit 55 anymore, you better do every sign, whatever the sign says, do it. When it
Right.
says 30 miles, 35, you better do it. I'm talking about keep both hands on the wheel. I
Definitely.
don't,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't care.
I,
I don't care if that tag says 20, 29.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know how it be on them highways. But
Yeah.
what I do is I just put it on cruise control. And
Okay. Okay.
I let the car stay on cruise control. Now, if I want to go to traffic speed, I
Mhm.
speed up a little bit, but I never hit my brakes. So if I see a state trooper or a law, or if my GPS tell me it's a law ahead, I just
Yeah.
take my foot off the gas and just let it
Okay.
cruise, let it keep cruising.
Okay.
So
Wait, your
it's
GPS
safe.
will tell you that? Your
Yeah,
GPS will
my
tell
G,
you.
yeah, that's crazy, dude. When I came home, my GPS tells me about police ahead, and even my car GPS. My
Really?
cell phone GPS and my car GPS tells me, police spotted ahead. And then as you passing them, it'll say still there or not there. So you push the button to say still there to alert everybody else on their GPS that they still there. Yeah,
Let me.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I wish this. Well, I wish I was 1998, 99. What you say? Yeah. I don't.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
Wow.
love that. Yeah, I love that feature.
I better not relapse.
Yeah, I see. As a matter of fact, I was going somewhere today when I was going to the airport on the GPS just because I needed a GPS just because I was trying to dodge traffic, and it
Yeah.
didn't work. Of course, it didn't work, but it said it twice on there. Police ahead, and it shows you the spot where they at, and
Yeah.
then as you passing them, it said still there or are they gone?
That's
And
amazing.
yeah,
Yeah, I might
yeah.
have to. I've been having my car since '05, and I mean, the only thing that I have to buy for it is like tires, gas, and oil. So I
That's
wrote. I
all.
used to.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a Nissan Altima, and I'm talking about this is the only car that I'll pass a big truck in. So I'm not trying to get rid of it, But
Right.
I do want to upgrade. But yeah, to let me know where the police is at, that'll
Yeah.
make me upgrade.
Definitely,
Wow.
definitely. And that's amazing that you had a car for that long. It seems
Yeah.
like I don't know why, but I just run through cars, just
Really.
run through cars. But I think it's the model that I'm getting. So I'm kind of finished. I'm shying away from that type of a car because I don't know. I did. It's just they last only for so long. You
Uh-huh.
know what I mean? So they call me Cat Daddy. Them
Oh,
Jaguars. Yeah, I like them
and I
Jaguars.
seen that. You know what? It was a picture of you in a Jaguar. I'm talking about maybe like in 2016. You had a Jaguar. I'm talking. I went all the way
I've
on
been
your.
driving Jaguars since 2010.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
just several, just different ones, all the way up until all the way up until now. Like Jaguars was my thing, but I don't want it anymore now. I'm
Okay. Is it to get up and
trying to
go?
do something different.
What makes you like the Jaguars? Is it to get up and go to it, or
No, no,
just to
no. Definitely,
like
I
the way it
drive
looks?
slow. No, I drive slow. I'm not a fast driver at all. I came up in an era where we was smoking and leaning, so we was
Yeah.
driving
Yeah.
slow. This is the new
Okay.
era. Is the people that want to drive fast, do donuts and spin-offs and all that. We wasn't
Yeah.
doing that in my days.
Okay.
As we was coming up, everybody had swangers, and we rode slow on swangers because you can't, you'll clack your swangers or you'll bend them if you hit a bump too hard. So we drove real slow and we swung through the intersections and
Yeah.
drove slow. So no, I'm not a fast driver, and I don't like speed at all. No.
Okay. What about choppers? Down south, we roll on choppers.
So
Is choppers
I've never myself had a set of. You know what? I had a set of choppers, but I
okay?
never rode them. I never ever rode them. I just bought them in the streets, and I ended up just selling them in the streets because I was more of a swangers type dude.
Okay.
Yeah, I just like riding wheels. I've been
Okay.
riding wheels. I've been riding wheels. I got my first set of wheels when I was 13 years old.
Wow.
I didn't ride them at 13,
Okay.
but I
But you
got my
have.
first set. Yeah, I got my first set of swangers when I was 13 years old. Shout out to Waniac. He's from my brother from the plaza.
Yeah.
It was a situation he was in. I was 13 years old and he needed like $1,300 for something, or he needed some money for something. He was bonding out of something. I didn't even know he was gonna give me no swangers, and he was
Wow.
like, he was like, so he talked to a lot of cats from the hood.
Hmm.
I guess, he wasn't successful getting it. And so he was talking to my big brother. And he was like, man, let
Yeah.
me talk to little Scoop. I got on the phone. He was like, Scoop, man, yeah, man, I'm down here. I'm trying to bond out, man. I done asked everybody in the hood. I said, how much you need? He told me how much he needed. I was like, oh, yeah, I got that. He like, for real? I'm 13 now, mind you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I had been off the porch though. I was off the porch early, and
I already.
I gave it to him. Now I'm not knowing he's gonna give me a set of swingers. So next thing you know, his sister came rolling the wheels to the house, like outside the house, rolling the wheels up to the door. I'm like, what's up? And like, oh yeah. Wayne told me to give you these. And I was like, oh, yeah, well, damn, appreciate it. And I had my
Yeah.
first set of wheels at 13. And, of course, back then, you had to pay $10,000 for them. So I had
Yeah.
lucked up, that my brother had gave me a set. But my next set, of course, costed. But that set, I had since I was 13. I don't think I rode them until I was like 15 or 16, though. I just put them in a closet and chained them up. And, I got all the wood wheels, the music. I got all the stuff for the car. And
Okay.
I ended up getting the right car to put them on, which was the Lumina. And then I
Mm,
candy ready the Lumina and all that, you know.
okay.
But
I never drove a car with the what do you call it?
swangers.
Swangers. Yeah, never. I never have. I remember my brother. Now, as you're talking, he had this wheel. It had a little swanger on it. I think it was small. Not. It might have been big, but it was yellow and white around it as well.
Yeah, that's the Vogue tires. That was
Okay.
swangers.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, if you never
After
drove,
you wouldn't let me drive it, I probably could go crank it up and don't touch his music. Did you have
yeah,
music in your cars and stuff like that? What about now?
yeah. Now, I'm just getting back into the field. You know what I mean? But I'm finna put me another car, another slab together. But right
Okay.
now, I'm trying to get my bag right, get my businesses right, and everything. But if you've never drove a car on swangers, I had an episode one day. So I
Okay.
so I, so I did a video. It's called Black Jaguar. So
Okay.
I had swangers on my Jaguar,
Uh-huh.
and the dude who was singing the chorus, I let him drive the car for his chorus. And he did not know how to. He's riding over bumps, and I'm like, "Hey, bro, That ain't how
Yeah.
you do it. So yeah,
Yeah.
if you don't know how to drive swingers, you
Don't do
have
it.
to be careful. And I let him in, I let him loose, but I didn't give him the proper instructions. But I told him, I said, be careful on bumps, and he was hitting them. He was jumping them. I said, hey, bro, you gonna crack my swingers, bro. Calm down. Drive
Yeah.
slow, slow down, bro. We shooting a video. Just drive slow, be cool, be cool. So yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta be careful when you drive them. Even now, when I be riding them and driving them, I still it
Yeah.
never leaves you. Once you a
Okay.
swanger, a driver, swang a nigga,
Okay.
you do that forever. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
might have
I,
to try
I
it.
be
I never drove it. Yeah, now I love to drive a ride because my oldest brother he gonna have the rims like he has first time ever. He just did. He been back and forth and he just got out. He just did 10 years. He's just made 4 years at his job, so he's been home. Probably finna be 5 years January. So
that's
he always
good.
has a bang in the rims. So he has a truck now, and like I don't know what kind of rims they are, and I should have asked him, but they seem like they came from NASA. I ain't never seen no rims like this. Like he don't,
Forgiatos, maybe
I don't know. Say that name.
Forgiatos. They might be Forgiatos.
I don't know. I'm gonna ask him, but I know they're like real silvery. Them motherfuckers look
Real
like they came
chrome.
from outer space.
Real
Yeah,
chrome.
so okay. I would love some on my car, but if you got, it's a certain way you got to drive. I ain't, because I'm going through
Yeah.
holes. I be getting it.
Even with 4Gs though, usually on 4Gs you have rubber band tires. So
Okay.
gotta watch how you drive it, or I done bent the rim before. I bent a set of swangers, and I also bent a set of Ashantis too. So you gotta be careful on them rims,
See,
because the rims will bend. You hit the wrong pothole,
it's over.
you're gonna bend your rim or crack it. I actually
Okay.
cracked the rim, and I actually bent a set of swangers. So yeah, you just gotta be
So
careful.
when you crack it, like, do you go to the tire shop and just or no, when you crack it, pull over, you put a dummy tire in? Can you still drive your car with a dummy tire with three swingers?
Yeah, I never cracked a swanger, but I bent swangers. I bent swangers. But
Yeah. Okay.
you drive, you have to. But
Okay.
usually you have an extra swanger. You usually have an
Okay.
extra.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Got you.
Not the
Got
fifth
you.
wheel though. The fifth wheel is not gonna fit on your car because it's cut. So when people think that they got that fifth wheel back there, nah, that's
Yeah.
not gonna go under your car because it's just
Okay.
a swanger that's cut. So, but usually you have another swanger at home. You always want to have that
That
extra
is-
in case something do happen to your regular set. You want to have something in the back to be able to put another swanger on there.
Are swingers still expensive as they were back in the days?
No, back in the days you had to pay $10,000. Like I said, my first set I lucked up on, but
Mm-hmm.
every set after that was 10 bands. You had see for original Krager swangers, they was
Okay.
called. They wasn't. It was no Texas wire and wheel. They was called Kragers, and you got them from Mr. Davis. And only certain people had them. And they was
Wow.
10 bands. You had to pay 10 bands, and you had to be somebody to ride them, or somebody was gonna take you up off of them. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh-wee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somebody
Yeah.
take you up out of them. So it was just different
Wow.
now.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
different now. Anybody can ride swangers now,
Okay.
and the price is different. You know what I mean? Back then it was original Kragers, and it was $10,000 for a set of foes, and it was 3,500 for a set of threes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Damn. Wow, amazing. Thank you for that. So I definitely want to go to, you were just talking about acting, and I want to put you on the spot.
Okay.
I don't know if it's called improv or is it called improv?
Call
Improv. I think.
improv.
Okay, well, I'm gonna put you on the spot. So, for your acting,
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a situation.
Okay. Oh man.
Yeah,
Them.
yeah.
All
You,
right.
you,
Take a
you
drink.
chilling. You're in. We're gonna go to Puerto Rico. You're in Puerto Rico.
All right.
You're on this high rise hotel.
All right.
28th floor. 28th floor. You, friends, cousins there with you. One of your cousins, homeboys. You coming out. You get ready to go down. Everybody get ready to go downstairs, and he's finna jump over the rail. And there you go. You finna stop this man from committing suicide
Right now,
right now. And go.
bro.
Action.
What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Hey, come here. Hey, y'all. Hey, you finna jump. Hey, come here. Come here, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. What's going on, bro? Come here, bro. I don't know what you got going on, bro. I don't know what you into. You need to talk. What's up, bro? Just like how you gonna go out like this? Nah, bro, we not doing that, man. Come here, man. Let's get a drink or something, man. Come sit down, man. Talk to me, man. Tell me what's going on. We way in Puerto Rico, bro. We chilling, bro. All these women out here, bro, and you finna jump? Come on, man. Sit down, bro. Come on, man. What's going on with you, bro? Damn, bro. You know we all going through something, man. You know you could. There you
I
go.
already appreciate it. See, you said I ain't even a job.
I had to get them on down. Get on in there and let's talk. Yeah.
Hey, yeah, let everybody know I ain't even a job. Yeah, get your ass down.
Man, get
I
down, man.
appreciate it.
What's
Yeah,
going on,
absolutely. Yeah, get your ass down. I appreciate that. Man, you've been in the game so long. So what do you have? What do you have upcoming? Is there anything that you can let us know that that you have coming up for the rest of the year for 2025?
Well, for the rest of the year, I'm just working. I'm actually not I haven't started working on a full album yet. I'm doing more like singles and feature songs just to
Okay.
get mode. You know what I
All right.
mean? I'm
All right.
still I'm still I'm still because if I do an album right now,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be more like a prison album because
Got
that's where I've been, and that's the mentality and the mindset I have, and more so it might be a little. I'm not gonna say negative, but it might be a little too much truth in it
you.
about people and how they treat you and
Right.
how you're disposable to the same people that you helped before you left, and you know how you just see the reality. Now,
Yeah.
even later, I'm gonna put a little bit of that in my music, but right now, I'm just trying to get back, retransitioned into society,
Absolutely.
so I can have more good things, more triumph type
Yeah.
songs to
Absolutely.
to put out and to put on
Absolutely.
my album. I don't want to do an album worth of the stresses and the negative things that I went through in prison because
Absolutely.
that is my mindset right now. You know what I
Right.
mean? So that's why I'm just doing features and singles right now and not working on a full album because doing a full album right now would take me back into the prison mode and how I felt in prison and the songs that I had, that I was thinking of while I was in there. So,
Absolutely.
so
Yeah, I definitely would love to hear some of that because I know if it's nothing you book.
oh, it's deep, and I don't want to
Yes,
hurt
this
you.
is one. I love a heartbreak song. I want to hear something. I would love to hear something from you where you ride down. It's kind of chill, it's kind of mellow, you know, real chill. Let's get some wine. Yeah, give me that home vibe.
I got a song like that right now, and rest in peace to AWOL from the Black Monks, from Rap a Lot from the Black Monks. We had did it before I left, and I
Yeah,
never released it. But
really.
I listened to it the other day. My producer was sending me all of my music, and I listened to it, and it
Hmm.
was so mellow, and it was so cool, and it had substance. See, I try to write about my life. I
Hmm.
don't rap about things I don't know about. I rap about the things that I go through in life because I am a writer and I write about what I live. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And that song, man, I really I think I'm gonna put that out. I might just drop it as a single because I like it. And of course, AWOL passed while I was gone, so I was gonna drop that anyway. But but not just to get off subject either. As far as things that I have upcoming, I also have a TV show series with Mike Sterling. Shout out to
Yeah,
my brother Mike Sterling. I've been doing movies and stuff with Mike Sterling for so long, and
yeah.
right when I got off of home confinement, Mike
Hmm.
Sterling hit me, and he was like, "Man, you back? I gotta write you in the TV show series, right? It's called Behind the Pole 2, and I was
Yeah.
in Behind the Pole 1, and it's a few Hollywood stars and Hollywood actors in the movie
Yeah.
as well, but I was in one, and he was like, "It's only right to have you in the TV show series, part two." So he wrote me in without a
Good.
script. That day, I had to come. I just got off home confinement, and I had to go right in, no script, and
Yeah.
improv right in a movie.
Okay,
And
good, good.
I only took like 3, maybe 4 takes, and knocked it out. I imagine
Absolutely.
not having no script and having to go. He just tell me, "Hey, look, this is what it is. Such and such robbed them. They had your money in there, and now you coming in here, you trying to figure out what's going on, blah 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 blah." And I had to just go, and
Yeah.
I just went, and that's why improv is not really a hard thing for me when I'm really on set. Now, of course, right now, just a second ago, that's just kind of on the spot, which
You made it real quick.
yeah. But when I'm really on that set,
Yeah.
I got to think of the exact wording to use before the cameras get to rolling. He tell me the storyline. Give me some time to come up with what I'm gonna say, and I come up with it, and then I run it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
Have you have you ever had an emotional role where you're crying?
no, but I definitely can cry easily now. I
Really?
crying is not a hard thing to do anymore because
Mhm.
I just think about my father and being
Mhm.
certain things,
Yeah.
just certain things that I can think about right now.
It
And
makes
you know,
yeah.
you know, being in prison and you know, uh, you never too gangster to cry. And I gotta say that because a lot of the world feel like everybody's so gangster and you can't do this and you can't do that. Let me tell you, I still have feelings. I even though in there I had to suppress them, but I still
Mhm.
keep to myself.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I sometimes I could be in the shower, or sometimes I could be to myself, and I think about certain things. I could be driving by myself, and a certain song come on.
And start crying, yeah.
And I get, I might, get a little teary eyed and emotional.
Yeah.
I lost so many family members, so many friends, so many close loved ones that that for me to not have an emotional side, I would be heartless. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So,
Absolutely, absolutely.
so
How long has it been since you've been home?
I've been home. Well, I've been home for like 8 months, but I had 6 months on home confinement. So I didn't feel like that. I felt like I was still in there because I couldn't go nowhere. I couldn't go nowhere up until the halfway house to piss. Yeah, take drug tests.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I
Yeah.
couldn't do nothing. I had
Wow,
the
I
X
feel honored
monitor
to be
on. I couldn't
speaking
really
to
go
you.
nowhere. I couldn't really do nothing. So
Wow.
I was still felt locked up. But it's only been like 2 months since I've been outside.
Yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like
I'm
2 months,
excited
two
for
and a
you.
half months. Uh,
Believe me, you have done a year. I feel like you've done a year's worth of work in 2 months.
yeah, I did come home. I did. I was booked last week. Last week and maybe the week before was the only 2 weeks that I haven't been booked since I been out of the house. I,
Yeah, yeah.
I've been booked every weekend, and I did have a booking last week, but I just couldn't make it because they hit me so last minute. And
Right, right.
the last minute thing, I try to do things strategically, and
Mhm.
life is always life, and I got
Absolutely.
kids, I got
Absolutely.
family life too, and I have a lot of other things going on, so I can't just move like, when you just move quick, you make mistakes, and I try to strategize my movements. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? And that's
good
another
talk.
reason why I told you earlier I had to like refocus and readjust because I
Mhm.
have been moving just okay, somebody else want to book me, okay, booking me here,
Got it,
booking me
got
there. Okay. And I was just going with the flow, and that going with the flow is not strategically planning and moving right.
it.
So,
Absolutely.
I had to like catch my snaps and I had to refocus myself and get back on that track. First
Yeah,
of all, I had to dust the train off so I could toot my horns
yeah.
and run the track. But
Mhm.
you can veer off the track sometimes. And
Absolutely.
things that you can do that can initiate a veering off the track or help
Mhm.
you veer off the track. And I can't. I don't have really. I don't have room for any more mistakes. You know,
Absolutely.
I really have
Absolutely.
room for that.
Absolutely. You're a Capricorn. You're the GOAT. You're gonna make sure. I already know you're not gonna do stuff off of hesitation. And
Right,
I hate to let you go, but our time is coming to an end.
right.
But do you have any shout outs that you want to give? And also any motivation for someone that may be out there on probation and they still effing up?
Well, this is what I gotta say. First, I'm gonna do the motivation. Then I'm gonna do the shout outs.
Okay.
If you're on probation and you done already been down there in that place, then you know one
Welcome.
bad decision, one thing that you do is gonna put you back in that same system, and it's just a cycle. The people they work us for free or for pennies, and it's just for them. We're just we're just a number that's working for them. That's modern day slavery, and you're gonna
Yeah.
get back in the cycle. And they want you to go into the cycle. They want your wife to be in a cycle of not having a father figure and not being able to take care of the kids herself, and have to be subject to doing things that she has to do to get by. And your kids grow up and get in that same cycle as you. So just be conscious of what you're doing, and understand that behind every action is a consequence, and you do not want the consequences to be jail or worse. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
smoking is not worth it. Liquor is not worth it. Hustling is not worth it because there's so many other ways to get money. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So you just have to outweigh your options and don't let your risk outweigh your reward. And understand that it's something in life that's for you. You don't have to subject yourself to what you see around you and think that's all that there is out there for you. It's a
Okay.
many things you can do. You just got to put your mind to work, or get on that internet and to find it, or go to truck driving school, or go to something that you can benefit off of and find your
Right.
lucrative business. But be careful, and all the slide and listening to this weird music that's teaching you how to be a crash dummy. Don't crash. Now, don't
Yeah.
accept disrespect in no shape, form, or fashion,
Mm-hmm.
but don't crash and be foolish. You know what I mean? So that's what I gotta say as far as shout outs. I got to shout out to Wayne Yak. I got to shout out to my mama. AJ, Princess. Messiah Elijah Third. Um, yeah, we dog. You know what I'm saying? Man, Leno, what's up, man? It's just so many people. Uh, yeah, it's just so many people to be shouting out to. F Jizzle, you know what I'm saying? D, Shermo nephew, what's up, man?
Hey
Man,
guys.
R.I.P. Screw, R.I.P. Mello. Um,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah. Absolutely. I
shout
do.
out to Doughboy Sauce, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Belly on Boss, you know, uh, these are some of the people that keep me inspired. What's up, P and Galveston? You know what I mean? The shout outs to go, the shout outs that could take a long time.
That's all right. Tell me this. How do you have on one of your chains, that round chain that you used to always wear? Is that the
Oh,
one that
Scoopastar.
yes.
Yeah.
Is that the same one you've always had?
No. This is different. The other one I don't wear
Okay.
it anymore. The other
Uh-oh.
one I'm not wearing it anymore because it has my old spirit in it. It has my old spirit in it. It has the old me in it. And if
Okay.
I put it back on, I might click back into my old ways. So I'm not
Wow.
wearing that chain no more. I'm just gonna keep that in the jewelry box. And now I do have the chain that it was on. I do wear
Okay.
that under my shirt. The chain
Okay.
it was on, it was two of these put together. That's why it was so long. It was two of these put together. But I just wear this as my everyday under my shirt chain.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I would
Okay.
never wear that piece ever again in life. I would never wear that piece ever again in my life. It's
Wow.
it has the old spirit in it, the old me in it, and I don't want to put that back on my neck because
Quit.
I knew me. I came home a new and improved me, so I don't wear that no more.
Absolutely. Yes. One other thing. Chicago.
Shot town.
Yeah, Chi-Town. Relatives there. When are
Three
you planning to
sisters.
go visit?
I got three sisters down there. Shout out to my three sisters. Yeah,
Yeah.
Nina, Juicy, and Sheba, and
Hey,
Tay.
girl.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
you going? When are you going to Chi-Town? And like, when is the best time to go? Is it always cold there?
I'm never going back to Chi-Town. Never.
Because of the cold?
Not because of the cold. Chi-Town is it's just Murderville. You know what I mean? So,
Oh,
I've lost too many people out there. It's just not the place for me to go right now. Just to be in Chicago, just to be in Chicago chilling, I'm not going. You know what I mean? My sisters are finna come down here and take a trip
okay.
down, but just to be in Chicago, what is there for me to go for? There's no monuments or anything for me to go unless I got a show down there or some real business and make some real money moves out there. I'm
Okay.
not just gonna go fly to Chicago just to fly out
Okay.
there. No,
Okay. Got
I,
you.
I,
Wow.
I try to keep myself out of high risk situations, and it's not about being scared or fearing anything. It's just about I don't put myself in certain predicaments, and
Absolutely.
there's
Absolutely.
no reason for me to go there. You know
Now, I
what I
know
mean? You know what I mean?
that's
Now, New York is cool. They got Times Square. There's certain
okay.
places that got certain things that I need to go to that I want to enjoy. I'm going, but or,
Yeah.
or if I'm making some kind of financial gain from there. It's some kind of
Yeah.
financial benefit that's different. If somebody booked me in Chicago for a concert, then
You
I'll
on
go
the way.
down there and do my
In and
performance.
out.
Then I'm
In and
there.
out. In
Yeah,
and out.
in and out. But just to go down there and just
Absolutely.
go chilling, no, why would I do that? You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Man, thank you, Superstar. I appreciate it. I definitely got to have you on my podcast because I just know on Instagram, I know it's about an hour. It usually let you go for an hour, but they done revamped it so it probably can go longer. I'm not for sure. But I do want to ask you this about your name. Was it Scooper first and then
It was
Scoopastar?
school first. What happened was I was a little dude in the hood. I was a little nigga, and the old cats like Waniac and them used to jump out on us to make us tough. So they used to
Okay.
jump out on us and we had to fight them. So I
Yeah.
was so little, I used to scoop them up by their legs and dump them on the ground. Then I get on top of them. So they
Yeah.
started calling me a little scoop. Then when I
Okay.
started rapping, they put the star behind it and started calling me Scoop Star.
Superstar, man, that's real.
Neighborhood name. Yeah. Street name.
Superstar, man, I
Yeah.
appreciate you for jumping on my line. Man,
Thank you. I appreciate
I
you
look
too.
yes, you're very welcome. I look forward to seeing what's to come on this next chapter of your life. Like I'm ready to see more of your acting for real. Like
Yes. Yes.
man, I want to
Yes.
see a crying scene. I can't wait.
yes. 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 Yeah, but I'm definitely doing a lot of things without Mike Sterling, and actually, I just talked to one of my homies today, and he got another role for me too in the movie he got. Shout out to JP. He hollered at me about something he had going on earlier. So yeah, it's just
Can't wait to watch.
a lot of
Yeah,
things going on.
absolutely. Be sure to send me the links too, so I can watch. I'll come out so I can see them. So I definitely can send to my mama because she's like, it's
Okay.
somebody's eyes.
Yeah, she said something about my eyes. I need to
Yeah,
talk to Mama. Mama, we
yeah,
need to go
yeah.
out and do lunch or something, Mama. I
Okay, she'll love
need
it.
to talk for my eyes. And I don't
She'll
know
love
if
it.
it's a good thing or a bad thing.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you, superstar.
I appreciate you so much. I thank you for having me. It was a pleasure. I enjoyed
Absolutely.
talking to you tonight.
Absolutely. Yes. I'm definitely going to have you on my podcast soon, probably before the end of the year.
I'm
It'll
with
just be audio only, so we can talk. It's because there's so many other things that I want to ask you about, but just like on a personal level.
it.
So definitely want to get you on that. So I
Okay,
appreciate
whenever you're ready, I got you.
it.
Whatever you need
All
from me.
right. Tell your twin hi.
All right, I got you. All right. Thank you, and I
All right.
appreciate
Bye
it.
bye.
All right, have a
All right.
blessed night.
You too.
All
All
right.
right, guys. Thank you so much for jumping on my Spotlight Radio Show Instagram Live. I still need maybe like 112 more followers so I can go back live for Spotlight Radio Show. So big shout out to Scoopastar. Y'all go follow him. He's a legend, super duper legend. I mean, it's Screwhouse in his actual house. Oh yeah, let's wait. I do want to ask you one question about Screwhouse. Do you
Okay.
have any memory of how it smelled, like before it was blazed up?
How it smelled?
Yeah, how did it smell? Like, did he have incense burning besides, maybe a little killer?
How it smelled like well, everybody was in the house smoking. So,
Okay.
you know,
What about the bathroom?
Screwhouse smelled good, but you know,
Okay.
it really smelled like us. We was all streets. So everybody that was in Screwhouse,
Okay.
you know, we was smoking, like everybody was smoking and leaning. You know, we was
Right.
trying to get right before we get jump on the screw tapes, and everybody was in there doing their thing. You know, now it
Who
was another.
lived it?
It was more than just weed sticks, but
Okay. Yeah.
it was more so.
Absolutely.
But it was
Wait.
definitely, it was cool. Being in Screwhouse was that was one of the biggest things that we was doing back then. You know, it was going to Screwhouse and just being over there all day. You know, it wasn't no chairs. If anybody ever tells you they sat on a chair in Screwhouse, they never been to Screwhouse.
Okay.
We
Tell me
sit
this.
on crates. Like
Wow.
crates, you know the red crates that you
Yeah.
put the rest in. We used to stack up crates and sit on crates in Screwhouse. And man, it was just I met everybody. That's where I met everybody. The whole screwed up clique. We all, well, not all of us met there, but I met the majority of the screwed up clique in Screwhouse. And then we took it to the streets. Then we took it to the, you know what I mean? So yeah, it was man, those times. I don't think there will ever be another situation like that ever for the city, especially for the South Side, because it brought us together and it really united us for real. And it was
I
a
know.
blessing.
Absolutely. I'm glad you were a part of that. I do. So every time I do an interview, I always say there's always one question. So that one question I think it would be is, do you think Screw, Big Mello, Hawk, and all the legends that have passed away or their lives taken from them, do you think they're represented well, here in Houston, or as well as they could be, Because I heard someone, I even
No,
like
I don't. I'll be
thinking.
honest. No, I don't. No, I don't.
Okay,
I don't.
yeah. So is it for the fans? Is it for us, fans, or is it for us as journalists, the radio, to
As far
to
as the
put more
people
emphasis on?
some of the people that are trying to carry their legacies, that have the keys to the things that they used to have, like businesses or whatever they used to have. No, they're not carrying the legacy the way it's supposed to be carried. No.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. No.
absolutely.
The screwed up click is a tighter. The screwed up click is supposed to be doing a lot more. We're supposed to be a lot tighter. We're supposed to have a lot more going on as a unity. And a lot of us are unified, but it's a lot of people that's just not. No, it's not.
Yeah, yeah,
It's not.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I would love to see that unity again. Yeah, that's one big thing. I appreciate you, man. Thank you,
Yeah. Okay, I
Scoopastar.
appreciate you.
All hail to the king. Yes, the legend.
Thank
I
you
can't
so much.
wait to see like this time next year. I can't wait to see how much you evolve because you're a goat. You're a Capricorn. Everything got to be top tier.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
The
and so
things
at
like
least,
that keep me going.
yeah. So at least for me, I'm serious, man. Just one day out of the week, don't do nothing. It's okay.
Right,
It's okay.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I started having to schedule rest time. So
Okay.
yeah.
There you go. I know. That's what I'm saying. You're a Capricorn. I'm telling you. Everybody that's watching, if y'all hiring at y'all job, tell them to get a Capricorn. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Get a Capricorn. Yeah, we're gonna work. Work.
Absolutely. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
All righty. All righty.
All
Bye
right.
bye.
All right. Bye bye.